Hello, I am Avinash Singh, founder of Training Influence. Let's influence the world. Welcome to Movies That Move Us, the podcast. Here we will discuss movies and the things that motivate us in it. It's a fascinating podcast, and I hope and I'm sure you will enjoy it. So let's get started. In today's episode, I bring to you the Marvel superhero movie Captain America: The First Avenger. It was released in the year 2011, and even after 10 years, it's etched in my memory. It had so many sequels and other movies where Captain America appeared. However, the first movie set the tone in the sense it gave one of the greatest leadership lessons ever. A frail young man, not even 4 feet, wants to join the military in order to fight the Nazis in World War II. That was Steve Rogers before he became Captain America. And that journey is so inspiring. Now you will ask me, Avinash, how do you think that a fictional movie can have any impact on lives of people? In fact, fiction is one of the best ways to inspire ourselves. It's been age old. We have been listening to so many stories. And here you have a comic book character made into a movie, of course, but it's fictional. And still, it packs a punch. Let me give you a few reasons why I really love this movie. It starts with a scene where Steve Rogers is trying to get into the military. His best friend, Sergeant James Barnes, is already in the military serving and fighting the Nazis. There is this scene which captured my attention, where behind a bar in an alley, some miscreants are trying to mock Steve Rogers, and they are hitting him, beating him, and he's trying to fight back with all his might. And one sentence which he says, "I can do this all day." And he keeps fighting till his friend, of course, Sergeant James Barnes, intervenes and makes the miscreants go away. But the sheer passion of trying to kick back, trying to keep fighting, and saying that I can do this all day shows the mentality of a leader. That was just the beginning. The next part is where the doctor who is doing an experiment to create super soldiers and is looking for candidates comes across Steve Rogers. And he is this frail young person, not even 4 feet. But he has that might that other people don't have, the heart, that will of a fighter, of a hero, which the doctor finds quite intriguing. And he even questions him, "Do you want to kill some Nazis? That's why you are doing it?" And he says no. He wants to fight for the right reasons. And he wants to create peace. And that's what is quite fascinating. He's enrolled, but his struggle does not end there. The colonel who is in charge of this whole program doesn't like Steve Rogers because he needs strong soldiers in order to go into the program. And that's why he's never a fan. But one day, when he is just trying to test the soldiers, he puts a dummy grenade And Steve Rogers jumps on the grenade, trying to save everyone, saying, "Go away, it's a bomb." And then the true essence comes out of why Steve Rogers is the right choice. Eventually, he is selected as a person who will get the super soldier serum. But unfortunately, after that, no one else is able to get it because the doctor and the other serum is destroyed. So, when I look at this change from a frail person to a super soldier, it's not about whether he deserved it or not. Of course, he deserved it. But even when he didn't have a super soldier body, even when he didn't have the strength physically, he had that mental strength, that stamina, the courage, the fearlessness that a leader has. And that's why it's quite intriguing, quite interesting, and it motivates us. After this particular experiment is successful, now he is not allowed because Colonel Phillips wanted an army of super soldiers, not just one Captain America. So he is there trying to entertain people, trying to bond with people, and people mock him, and he doesn't like it. And eventually he finds out that his friend Sergeant James Barnes is missing, and there he goes without caring for himself behind enemy lines and gets all those soldiers back from behind the enemy lines, and that's where the credibility of Captain America is sealed. As a leader, he then creates a vision for himself, creates his own team, and starts fighting the Nazis and eliminating them. And eventually, at the end of it, he gives the ultimate sacrifice by crashing the plane into the sea. Of course, he is a super soldier, he will not die, but he wakes up after 70 years. And that's what makes it very fascinating. Now, if you see, as a leader, he had all those qualities: being fearless, being courageous, stands by his convictions, never leaves a friend behind, and is ready to sacrifice. So when you look at yourself as a leader, what are the qualities that you want in yourself? Go watch Captain America, the First Avengers. Look it through the lens of being a great leader, and you will find a lot of qualities which you will be able to emulate. And if you can, you will be the next Captain America. And as he says, I can do this all day. So I wish you go through life and find those leadership qualities, maybe through movies, maybe through experience, and go get the goal, do good for the country, the nation, the world. And as for life, life does not get easier. We get stronger by facing it. Stay tuned for more episodes of Movies That Moves Us, the podcast by Training Influence. Have a great day.